When I say the word chef, what do you think of? Someone wearing a hat and apron? Ratatouille? Maybe throwing a bunch of food into a plastic bin and calling it nachos? Well, I, for one, am not a professional chef. Like, I can follow directions on a boxed cake mix, but if you ask me to make one from memory, it's gonna look like something from the Chum Bucket. And unlike the cooking shows that you watch on TV, where the only drama happening is not being able to finish the food before the timer runs out, TikTok is filled with different recipes and people acting like it's their first time cooking. And apparently giving yourself salmonella is also really popular. Please don't do that. I've briefly talked about the food side of TikTok before, but just like how so many trends and controversies come and go, there was so much left undiscovered that I kind of felt left out. Aside from the normal and appetizing recipes that are meant to be followed, or the videos of people eating either as ASMR or to try out a new menu item.
I thought it was way more cheesy. All the ones I see are like so cheesy.
That's just the very tip of the green iceberg, because it's lettuce, you know, get it?
Better than Philly bathroom cheesesteak.
Talk about Iron Chef. This account called Barfly, of all things, I know, great fitting name, makes content about only cooking in the bathroom. This guy usually prepares his food on a dirty sink, leaving the lid open on the toilet nearby and getting meat juices everywhere. It's on the toilet paper. Honestly, this reminds me of that woman that used to make milkshakes and punch in her toilet, which I think is equally as bad, but at least this guy isn't drinking straight out of the bowl. We also have a conversation about whatever this is. This looks like the bottom of my shoe after I stepped in gum. I guess that's supposed to be the steak in a Philly cheesesteak, but there's something growing on that thing. That thing is about to get up and start talking. And while I'm all for trying something new, watching a cooking video, and maybe wanting to try it for yourself, I would really hate to use the bathroom of somebody's house that they use for cooking stuff, because it's also what a kitchen is for. What's growing in there? That really freaks me out. And if you thought that was gross, then there are other cooking accounts that they make dishes that are not only just as unsanitary, but also waste a ton of food. It's like that one guy, Topper Guild, I think was his username, that used to waste a lot of food, although this is a little bit different. Forgetting about the label in the bottom of the container. Huh? That's not gonna bake well. Hey, I'm all for decorating whatever you're cooking, you know, adding a little pizzazz, a little sparkle here, a little magic there. But, you know, having a melted in plastic label really isn't what I want to be consuming.
A few moments later.
Oh, you're so thirsty. And then you pour right in here. You're gonna go outside edge.
Wow, yummy cooking really isn't yummy, is it? Like, I'm all for having your pets in the kitchen. Totally fine by me, but are we washing our hands?
Smell? Look at this! Okay, something that's gonna be really important is
this reminds me of when I was a kid and I used to go outside with a cup and fill it up with grass and rocks and dirt, trying to make some kind of weird stew. I never actually tasted it, but it definitely looked the same. And this isn't the only account that I could find. There were hundreds of them, of these people pouring what seems like their entire pantry into a little tiny little dish. I mean, half of the time it doesn't even look good. And if that didn't give you enough heartburn, well, I came across another account that might actually kill you. It's called But Would You Eat It? Is that a rhetorical question, or can I phone a friend? I will, however, be phoning the police because I saw this video where the guy in the background unsuspectedly put something in this girl's drink. It's disguised as a prank, but I think we all know how those end.
So good, you got it.
I'm good.
So good.
You know, so that was kind of disturbing. I'm not really sure what kind of drink it is either. The caption says that it's iced coffee, but then what looks like alcohol is being poured in. It's only making this look so much worse. There's already enough stress that women especially go through about getting drugged at bars. Now you can't even be at your own house? PSA, never leave a drink unattended. It's also really concerning how impatient the guy gets. It's like he's annoyed that she hasn't taken a sip yet. He then pulls out his phone to record her and makes really suspicious glances at the camera. Wasting food for views is often seen as fetish content, which I was actually unaware of before seeing this video.
Okay, already I'm looking at that hand there. That's posed, that's painted. That's on purpose. See what that hand's doing? She's lifting it up.
This isn't anything new. These accounts know exactly what they're doing, but it doesn't make it any less strange. And that's not saying that you can't enjoy it. Everybody has their thing. But let's leave the wild animals out of this, okay?
I think it's really undercooked. Get it. I need it for dinner. Come on.
But you know what else is meant to catch your attention? Draw you in and make you feel things? Our cooking videos, deliberately made to be thirst traps. There's no hiding anybody's intentions here. It's all in plain sight. I'm sure we've all seen these videos by now where every fruit is being completely violated and everything else is slapped, licked, and given a little kiss on the head. But there can only be one person that tops the rest, and that is the Donut Daddy. I know what you need. Do you? I don't even know what I need. I don't even know how to pay taxes. In the very beginning of his journey, he used to do videos where he was working at a donut shop, and then it turned into cooking videos at home.
My name is Antonio.
And he still does that. He just makes it more about the way that he looks instead of the actual food that he's cooking. He usually starts out his videos somewhat normally, showing some of the ingredients and letting a few buttons of his shirt undone, but it quickly turns into something of a 50 Shades of Grey AU. Did that say Daddy's nuts? Scribbled over multiple times because the pen was not thick enough to be writing on the paper. You know, I really didn't need to see this. And most of his videos are relatively the same. He just switches up the recipes. But while he does the classic thirst trap moves and even a nice slow-mo of the food, his specialty seems to be using kitchen appliances in creative ways. Ooh, why are we grabbing it by the extension cord? I feel violated. I will say that in the end product, the food looks really good. I don't personally see the appeal in those kind of videos, not like a lot of people do, but the amount of middle-aged moms in the comment section might disagree. Weird way to propose, but okay, sure. I will hire you to be my personal chef. Okay, this one did it for me. And what's even crazier is that these videos are shot with amazing cinematography. I do know that making something look this good requires a lot of effort. Getting the lighting, the angles, doing what he's doing does take skill. And I've also noticed that he's never with anybody, he's usually alone. But the jump from his old content to this makes me wonder if there's not a whole production team standing behind the camera like this. You know, after watching all these videos, I feel like I've been reading cookbooks totally wrong. Not only is making food way harder than I thought, but I didn't realize that I could have so much creative freedom. Well, you know, I think the only solution to this problem is making my own cooking video. Welcome to Maddy's cooking show. We're gonna be making homemade pizza. So we've got pizza crust, some cheese, pepperoni, and sauce. Oh my god, how do you open this? Why is it so difficult? Oh my god, I can't open it. It's so greasy. gonna do like the Squidward bite. Alright, that's all I have for the video. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Just remember, stay cool.